My name is Seth Rosenbloom, and I'm going to take you through how I would approach playing over a 12-bar blues in A. And we're going to go kind of in level of difficulty here, starting with the most basic, and then adding different elements until we get kind of how I'd play over it. So, if we're taking a 12-bar blues in A, our chords would be A7, D7, and E7. Now, if I had to pick one approach as kind of my fallback, my default to play over that, I would just take my A minor pentatonic scale. I'm going to take it in what we'd often call box 1 here at the 5th fret. And if I want to add some bends there, I could do that at the 7th fret of the G string. That's bending that 4 up to the 5. I could take that at the 8th fret of the B string, bending the flat 7 up to the root. And I could do that at the 8th fret of the E, bending the flat 3 up to the 4. So if I just use that scale to play over this 12-bar blues in the key of A, here's what it would sound like. Now, if I want to take this up to the next level and start to hear a bit of the chords in there, the approach that I'm going to take is just adding in the third from each one of these chords. So that A7, our third would be C sharp. I could play that either at the 4th fret of the A string, 6th fret of the G string. If we take our 4 chord, which would be that D7, our third there is going to be the F sharp. I could play that at the 4th fret of the D string or the 7th fret of the B. And our 5 chord, the E7, we'd have G sharp, which I could play at the 6th fret of the D string or the 4th fret of the E string. Now this is a little trickier because I have to be playing the appropriate third at the appropriate time over that chord, but this really adds a nice element of starting to outline these chords. Here's what it would sound like over this same track. So we start to get more of the idea there that, okay, I'm playing some things that over each chord make it sound like we're targeting that chord and we're really playing along with and following the changes. Now, if I want to take that even further, the way that I approach it is that I still have my A minor pentatonic, but then I'm looking at the full arpeggios of the chord as well as possible extensions. So for the 1 chord, I'd have my A7 arpeggio, but I'd also look that I could play the 9, which would be B, or the 13, which would be that F sharp. And so I could play lines like... And that's often where we talk about getting that major sound over the 1. 4 chords, same thing, where I can take that D7 arpeggio And then also I can think about, adding that 9 or that 13. And then same thing for the 5 chord, the E7. I can think about 5 chord, I get a lot of options. I can think about having the 9. I can think about, even adding just that 5th of the 9 chord, which we don't have in the pentatonic. 13, flat 13, all kinds of things there. Sharp 9, some of those notes we already have in the pentatonic, but this would kind of be, for me, the taking the training wheels off, still mainly staying right in that area of the neck, but including some more notes, and it's going to really sound like I'm outlining those changes. So here we go. And there you go, all the way from just using that A minor pentatonic to incorporating those arpeggios, those chord tones, and possible extensions to get you playing over those blues changes.